Man, I'm getting a bit old for this shit. Oh, that was terrible. Old is directed by my man, the one, the only, M. Night Shyamalan. Now, if you've seen any of M. Night Shyamalan's movies, you know that it's basically like walking into the unknown. You don't know what's gonna happen and what you're gonna get. It could be really good, like The Sixth Sense.
I see dead people.
Or it could be really hilariously bad, like The Happening.
What? No!
With good old Marky Mark talking to plants.
And we're just gonna leave. I hope that's okay.
Yes, that actually happened. This movie falls... Well, we'll get to that. The premise for this movie, really interesting off the bat. I saw the trailers for this movie. It basically follows a group of 3 sets of people, 2 families who are brought to a resort, and then they find themselves on a beach. This beach has certain characteristics and certain powers which turn our main characters into older versions of themselves. They start aging rapidly and they don't know why. And the movie follows these characters and their struggle to find a way out, to understand what's happening, and we see the process of them aging. Now, knowing this premise, it opens up so many possibilities of what, you know, the director can do with these characters and how he can show the aging process. And like, you know, it sounds like a movie about facing mortality and life and how we only have a limited amount of time and we need to make the best of it. And this movie sort of follows that narrative. It's sort of... It's done in a very comedic way though, and it's not intentional at all. It's very Tommy Wiseau's The Room,
it's not true.
and it's very
bullshit.
The Happening.
I did not hit her.
This movie is very...
Oh, hi, Mark.
It's pretty bad, and I'll get to why. The writing in this movie is absolutely atrocious. Characters say things that are so awkward that you just can't help but laugh. If you saw The Happening and just how awkward the dialogue was in that movie, you'll find yourself seeing the exact same sort of thing in this movie. Not as bad as that movie, but it still follows the same sort of formula. Characters will come out and say things that are just so awkward. Like there's these 2 characters, these 2 kids. They go around asking people on a beach, they're like, "What is your name and what is your profession?" Like, what the fuck? Who says that? Just out of nowhere. And they go around to all these groups of people, and it goes on for a while, and they ask people like, what's their name and what's their profession? And that's just one of the random things that happens in this movie. There's something else that happens in this movie. It's not really a spoiler because you do see it in the trailer, but one of the kids who's like 6 and then she grows up, she's an adult, she gets pregnant and she comes out of a tent. It's so funny because time speeds everything up. So, you know, if they have sex now, it's within an hour that she's fully pregnant. And she comes out and the parents are like, "Oh, what's going on?" And she's like, "Oh, yeah, I'm just a little bit fatter." Like, there's some really dumb dialogue in this movie. Like, one of the pets... This is a minor spoiler, so if you want to, you know, if you want to avoid this, skip ahead like a minute or 40 seconds. But the dog dies, and one of the characters just says, "Oh, the dog was fine an hour ago, and now it's dead." Like, that's not line for line, but it was like, it was just so flatly said, and it was just so badly worded too. Like, there's just a lot of awkward dialogue that's said throughout this movie. This movie has some great shots, I'll give it that. There are some really good shots in this movie. A lot of good landscape shots, nice shots of the beach, the water. Like Shyamalan did a very good job with the cinematography for this movie. It's actually very well shot, in my opinion. The characters are, they're just, yeah, some of them, like the brother and the sister, I actually like. I think they're the best part of the movie, and towards the end of the movie they really start to shine, and that message about valuing our mortality really comes into play at the end of the movie. We see them like building a sandcastle together, and I don't want to say too much, but that's all you need to know. And I thought that was really sweet. And then the mum and dad, they get older, and we see them sort of, you know, how they've aged, and they have a beautiful conversation with each other. Like, there are some genuine moments in this movie that really do feel like the actors are giving everything with the dialogue that they've been given, and like some of the dialogue in these scenes is actually really sweet. It's just that about 90% of the film is said very awkwardly, and the dialogue just comes across as just so awkward and very Shyamalan, Tommy Wiseau-esque.
Lying, I never hit you. You are tearing me apart, Lisa.
Where it's so bad that it's absolutely hilarious. I saw this movie with my sister, and I was looking at her throughout the whole movie, and I just had the biggest grin on my face. I was laughing my ass off. Even in moments where like characters are being murdered, he does it in a way where it's just hilarious. The characters will say something. There's one character in this movie that just bursts out, and he has like the funniest lines that I've ever heard. It's just so awkward. He has like this mental illness where he'll just say stuff randomly, or that could just be Shyamalan's writing, who knows. But he just, yeah, he like, he's going on about some movie with Marlon Brando and Jack Nicholson. That was hilarious. Given the situation that he's in, it just makes it all the more funny. I like seeing Shyamalan again in his own movie. That was pretty funny. He's like, yeah, I don't want to give away what his part is, but like, he's a very central character to whatever's going on. Sort of like Signs. If you've seen Signs, he's like a main part of that story. If you like so bad that they're good movies, like The Room or The Happening or Trolls 2, you're gonna love this movie. It was hilarious. A big thing that I really, you know, I wanted the trailers to not give away the premise. I think the movie would have actually worked better if they found a way to not show characters getting old. Like, I know that the movie's called Old, but if they could make it in a way where it shows basically nothing and you just walk into this movie blind, I think it would have actually made the movie better. Not necessarily like the overall movie, but I just think that that unknown factor would actually help it. But yeah, in terms of a rating, I'm gonna give this movie a D. In terms of being absolutely hilariously bad, I would give this movie an A. So it's a D overall, but if you like hilariously bad movies, it's an A. Yeah, I would definitely recommend this movie. If you like so bad that they're good movies, definitely check this one out. As anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you liked the movie or you hated the movie, comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you like seeing this review, hit the subscribe button, give us a like, and let me know what other movies you think I should check out. As anyways, guys, hope you're staying safe during this lockdown. I know we've just gone through another one, and we're currently in one. Sorry. So yeah, I just hope you're all staying safe, and yeah, my thoughts and prayers go out to all of you. So, as anyways, guys, take care, and I will see you in the next review. Peace.